It is the NFL on EA Sports, and it will likely be the final season in which we say we've got football from Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Monday, down. Blue 80. Hey, 734.
Mike 51. Mike.
Express. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Carr now on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. To throw again. Carr. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Express.
Our time. It's our time. Hey, check Mike 21.
From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
We want this. 51 a month.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about...
There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
You ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They run the counter. Swift. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch pass.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how and a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
On the double. 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Right back to him on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They're going to look to throw. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Back to throw. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
You got three down.
On first down, Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now first down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. John Ross, 98 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they fought.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Switch up. Switch first. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Hey, we're pretty quiet.
After the sack on first down, Carr, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Back to throw now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 30.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. John Ross. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. That's sort of a second quarter to forgive for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Check. Any weapon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Carr now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Throwing now is Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Richardson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Recon, 132 fighter, get it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
General West.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Yeah.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
And got his man complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Tight end's right.
Raider 1. Hey, exit.
Got four down.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
61, match box, light.
On first down, Swift. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
93. 93.
51's the mic.
Carr now to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Tackles, tackles.
Check 3, check 3.
Kill, kill, kill.
They do go for it. It's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
He's checking. Crash. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Let's go. 30 base.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready?
On first down, Swift. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Let's go. Let's go. Get the spot.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. They'll run on first down. Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
29 is Mike 29.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Express.
Crunch time, defense.
Express.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch QB drop.
Express.
Watch QB drop. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. This is taken at the 18. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Prater for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders able to get this back to within at least some measure here of respectability.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. Incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Carr. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Come on, boys, come on. Take 4, take 4. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Now. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 280. Got to get the point. Get on the point right here. We're done.
From the gun, it's Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. Now.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Down. 180. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Hey. We got 3 down. 3 down. Express. Raider 9.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Oakland, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I could never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pat-Man. That's the way my neck talking, right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed, the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why